All right. Two more, well, three more games until my season is over. By the way, I just want to pause the game real quick. So I just watched Penn State play Rutgers, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna knock MJ because he played a good game, but that it was like that game just made me laugh. I'm watching Smitty jump routes and he can't pick the ball off. Like legitimately sitting on a route and his guys' hands don't go up and they get completed. And then in the second overtime, he had another one jump the slant route and it ends up being a completion for a first down, would have ended the game, let alone in overtime, again, that same overtime, he drops a defensive lineman into coverage. He backs up 5 yards down the field. Let me repeat this. He drops a defensive lineman into coverage. He goes back in his zone and puts his hand in the ground like he's waiting for the snap. Ass. Game. Stupid. Like that's why I just laugh because it's just stupid. Like that is just terrible. I know he was mad because he threw it right in the area. Why would I can't with this game? I legitimately can't with this game. This game's terrible. Oh, these devs, man. This, I can't wait to be done with this year's cycle. This game is just fucking awful. I've never seen that before. A guy actually in coverage puts his hand in the ground for no reason and completely doesn't react to a ball thrown right at him, let alone the 5 or 6 times it happened in the course of the game. Unreal. I already know I'm going to lose this game. I already know I'm going to lose this game. Every time I get on the devs about putting out a bad product, it's like the game is like, you know what? I'll show you bad. Let's make sure you have an unenjoyable hour, Samuel. That's bad though. Like I feel bad for Smitty because he played well. MJ played well, but Smitty should have won that game. Countless opportunities for interceptions, and his guys legitimately wouldn't put their hands up. Unreal, man. Just no words. Anyway, let's get our last home game of the season over with. I have a game against. Everything's good. I have a game against Jacksonville State. We'll see how it goes. Can't possibly be any worse than any of the games I've played so far this game cycle, so it's a plus. It's about what, depending on the cup, maybe 16 games left this season or this game. Definitely hope I am the first one to be done with my season next year. Because as soon as I'm done with this game, it's getting uninstalled. As soon as I'm done, will not. I may like literally as soon as the stats are done. As soon as the stats are done, I'm uninstalling the game. Where's my special helmet? Yeah, there we go. All right.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Recksteiner. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Unloads to the wideout. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver,
that was a familiar formation.
Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I go to catch the ball, and he turned around and went the other way.
You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there.
Will they let me?
No. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside.
Well, clearly if we're blitzing, we know what side we're blitzing from. That's the second time he's immediately rolled out on a play.
Without getting it into the end zone. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab behind the line.
Got defense. Get it at the end.
What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit
or
more
not.
aggressive and try to throw it vertically. You start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys, they've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like
Something
the
run done
aggressiveness.
right, do it yourself.
Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Right on the money. Finds a crease at the 20. Out to the 32.
My own guy got in my way.
How nice is it as a quarterback?
He ran right in my way. Whoa.
No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire
That's
nation
hilarious.
and let him
Dude
burn
legitimately
this
pushed me out of
defense.
bounds, my own teammate.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Tough one there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back.
Think he's blitzing?
10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle.
He is not.
Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn
Turning it on. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
I think it's man.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Drop.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks.
I don't know if
about
that guy was a
offenses
spy
in
or what, but
predictable
he
third and long situations
forced
where
the
I can bring
incompletion
on more
there.
speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback.
Painful starts. I had a big play with Burrows. One man to block, one guy down the field, and I got ran out of bounds by my own teammate.
Last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side.
Like, not even, you know, a good play defensively. Just my own guy getting in the way, costing me.
I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on second down. And he just overshot his man. And
That's a
threw it
break
out of
there with the
bounds
drop.
incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
I thought he was going to go short. If he did, I was sitting on it.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle.
Again, couldn't get my hands up.
Stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to
Doesn't put his hands up again.
picked off.
All right,
Takes it the
so I
other
don't know what's
way.
going on in this game, but I
Inside
can't
the
put my
30.
hands up.
Final
That's the
first
second
down, but
time
what a play. Not
in
only did
2
he get the
plays.
football,
Third
but then he
down,
went to
sitting in the
field
lane for an
position for the
interception.
return.
Hit the button, no
That's why as
reaction. He
quarterbacks,
gets
you
the
cannot
completion. Thankfully,
telegraph
we're
the
able to
pass.
make
You
the
cannot
tackle.
stare down your
Throw the
receivers
corner
because
out.
these
He's
defenders, they're
open.
watching it.
Put his
That
hands up.
defender knew
He
exactly
doesn't.
where the
It's a
QB was going with that
completion to the
football, and
other
that's why
team.
he picked it off.
So we're having fun already.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1, 2, 3.
Gonna
Kick
be one of
last
those
time they had
games.
the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Whoops,
Gonna
so
be one of those
removed it a
games.
little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The
So
officials
for whatever
offer the
reason, my
deal,
guys
and
are
the coach
not letting me
accepts that
put.
they
The
will
game is
take
not
the
letting me
penalty.
put up my hands to try to pick the ball off. Not sure why, but we can't.
Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Don't understand why that happened. Like I just watched Penn State just jumping route after route after route, and he probably broke his button trying to
What will they
hammer
dial
it
up
to
on
get an
second and a
interception. They just
long way
wouldn't
to
let
go?
him.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end
Thankfully
zone
on
right
that one.
there.
I didn't think he would get his hands up there. I got to be a little more selective of what I'm calling here.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Will not get there.
Again, good job, defense.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
That's caught. It's Henry. Just what the doctor
Good
ordered
catch.
to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them,
Running
and they
back
sit
in the
down
block.
in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that
Okay.
marker, and it will be
For quarter number 2.
and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second.
Hopefully. Well, hopefully mine does, not his.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way to the 38.
I tried to ID him.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job.
Good on his part there, because
they're getting hats on hats in
he
the run
moved him
game.
away.
They
I
have
wouldn't have been able to
stagnant
defend
on
him.
offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've
All
got
right, I
a
think
first
a
and
blitz
10.
is coming.
Looking downfield on first down.
There's a blitz.
Sets up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes.
Big
They
play.
ripped
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
There's another
Wants
blitz.
to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Henry. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little.
That didn't help though.
And they can
Like
take
he
it
slowed
60.
down when I
You
was
got
trying to turn
fast
upfield. You
playmakers
see
on the
right there?
outside that you can get in the
That
ball.
like he
That's
came to
really
a
good.
complete stop almost. I was
Great
just
things
trying
can
to
happen.
turn up the
1-yard
field,
passes can turn
but
into
couldn't
60.
do it
It's
because of
beautiful to
that
be
turn. That was
quarterback.
really weird.
A little bit more to go after that
So
last
this probably
completion.
pulls a
They'll try to pick
safety
it up on 2nd
over.
down.
I might call a timeout.
Motion from the wideout.
I'll keep that one.
From the gun, they'll
Glad
try
I
to
did.
impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Western
God
Kentucky.
perish.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I
Thanks,
really
Crazy.
like the play calling by the
Thanks,
offensive
guys.
coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice
Depending
mixture of
on what
running
happened
and
with the corner
throwing,
on the
getting
right
different
side and the
players
linebacker, I
involved.
was ready to
He
call
needs to be
timeout.
very
Because if
poised
the
in
safety
that
would have
play
came up
calling, and it
or the
showed up in the
linebacker would have
touchdown.
came in, I was going to call a timeout
They're
because the
set to
blocking
kick it
scheme would
off.
have got
This
blown
crowd
up.
now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Glover. Not nearly
All
as
right,
much as
defense,
he'd
come on.
hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making.
Rip
Decided to go
quarterback
for it,
there.
we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah,
That
not
quarterback
Larry
got
football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in
shelled.
these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to beat the D deep.
Hey, I got to put my hands up. Let's go. He didn't pick it, but at least he responded.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys?
That's what I
They
want.
scored in this game.
I would have
Sudden
loved
now
the
they're
pick
taking
there, but I'm
shots
just happy you just
downfield
put
and
your damn
trying to
hands
make
up.
it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get
What's up,
home
CJ?
and get a hit on the quarterback.
Dude just came in clean. Love it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look,
The
that wasn't a
coverage.
touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulls it in. It's Recksteiner. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I'm about to get beat up top for a touchdown.
Lost to fire on 2nd down.
Wow.
Those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Wow.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down.
Yeah, he lost to Arkansas. I don't know how your game went 'cause I didn't get to see it 'cause I wasn't feeling good.
Early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Gamecocks will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting
4th
on
down
that
is
last
killing
4th
me.
and 2
It's
play.
his
Good
third
job by
4th
the
down
offense
already.
keeping him off balance with that play call.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, this
And he
time he
never
goes
had a
down.
chance
But
to
when I had a
stop the
chance to get
hole as
a
soon as he got it.
stop on the last play, he
And
didn't.
that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
We're gonna have
And
to
the most
generate a
important thing
turnover.
for the back when you see
But
that
that also
coming,
means that we're
make
gonna
sure
have to
that
be able to get our
ball is
hands up,
riveted to your rib
which is the
cage.
problem.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football. Coaches are going to give that squarely to somebody else.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble.
Another
Got it
scramble.
downfield.
This guy
Oh,
just
Lord,
is so
man.
comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing
Height
zone coverage,
is
so he's able to
coming out in
find that
shotgun,
pocket,
and
make it
he's just
easy on his
moving
quarterback, and they
immediately
pick up the
outside the
first down.
pocket. And I have to play him like I did shift when I played him last time. Just start blitzing the corner from that side and control the slot corner and basically play
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless,
try
tough
to play
running
it
gets
where
it
I'm
down to
shifting
the
my
4.
line where my defensive tackle becomes my defensive end. The corner becomes a defensive end. Basically, if he scrambles, it automatically pushes him in. And then as a slot corner, I just play the middle. Knowing to have to
These
do
red
that, but
zone
I'm probably
trips,
going to have
red
to.
is meant stopped. They've got
All right, Sam.
Back to pass on second down. Back's got it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Slams it ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
I have to
So
take it
frustrating to see
because
an
he's
offense
gone
lose
for a
track of
couple of
the
times
play
on 4th
clock and
down. I
pick
can't
up a
risk him
penalty
getting
like
it.
that. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
I could use a break here.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
Oh, he's got some space.
Harris.
The 20. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Okay, defense. Can we get a stop here?
Nice drive together, get the touchdown.
Feel like I say that after every score. Come on, guys. If we could force a turnover here, it'd be huge.
David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations.
Let's start with covering the
time,
kick,
and they put it to work.
because I know he's going to run it out. I would imagine so with, 30 seconds left to try to get a big return.
He'll bring it out. It's Petway. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
What have I not called yet that I can try? I want to make sure that I blitz so that I can force the ball out a little quick.
This drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Back up.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one.
There we go. User pick.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the
Nice helmets, of course, Joey. Of course. Every game this season we've won.
Where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
looking to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
We get the ball at the half, so nothing stupid.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line.
Has needs something that I know will take 6 seconds.
That's going to do it here in the
Let's
first
go to the half. Let's see if we can come out and have a good start.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half.
My head hurts so much.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And
There's
they
the
made a
blitz.
huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys
Different
at halftime.
play.
We're going to put more people
Same
in the
motion.
box, and we got to come out and meet the
Because
physical challenge
it'll be
of
open
this offense.
if I can get the ball off.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down.
And then it was even worse.
4-yard line.
And I think
That
this
was
team
even
knew
worse than
going
the
into
other one.
halftime trailing,
Damn.
their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first
They
play
just
of the
walked
third
in.
quarter, they
Look
get
at
a
that,
sack.
just an
That is
insta
good
shed.
news for
Boom.
this defense.
Now,
And
a
just
lot
chuck
of
it
work to do
downfield,
to
see if
move
I can
the
get
chains,
lucky.
keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
There's the
On
blitz.
third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
There's Burrows.
Oh,
And he can't hold on.
that deep ball was
Of
right on the
course.
money. You just have to
Perfect
make that
throw.
catch. And
Drop
the
it in the bucket.
Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Drop
The
it
punt
in the
team
bucket.
makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Damn it.
Punt is on its way. Returns like
That's
that
on
money.
me.
Don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Finds his man. It's Rex Steiner.
Wow.
And that first
Big hit,
defender
spins
was
off. I need to
just
change my
waving at
safety
him
depth
after
too,
that
'cause I didn't
sweet move. He picked
need to
up the
put that
first
back to
down.
normal.
You
Big
know, this
hit, and
defense
it just
loves to play a
basically
lot of
pushed
zone
him
coverage, so
away
you're seeing this offense
from
now
all the other
attacking that,
defenders,
letting
and
the
he just gets to
receivers
walk
find
for
the
a
soft
first
spots
down.
in the zones so they can advance the football.
It'll be a draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Draws are such a
You'll have
smart
enough,
play
but I don't
to
know
take
I don't
advantage
know
of
if he wants
fast
to leave
defensive
them.
linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score
I think he is
right
4 and
there,
8.
but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge
But I don't know like
opportunity
what
for your
is
quarterback.
necessary to
You've got
keep
your
that
guy
team
wide
either.
open in the end zone. You're not under
I'm probably
pressure.
not the right guy to
You just
ask.
got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
They're to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hello, King. How are you?
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3
Bruh.
that last incompletion.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their
Damn it.
opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
Not really going well. It doesn't look like it with the score, but this is definitely not a great game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll immediately call
He just threw a bad pass. He threw it right to my linebacker, and he dropped it, and then he gets to kick a field goal right after.
The returner will field it and bring it back.
Damn it, if I wouldn't have hit X, I wouldn't have slowed down. I would have scored on that. I didn't think I would, though. But that slowed me down just a little bit. So to sum up this game, we both have an interception. My interception, my guy did not put his hands up to catch the ball.
Didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This is a risky play.
They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
So that's an interesting play there because he brought his linebacker up to rush off the outside, but the play was up the middle. And because he did that, I ran the motion halfback zone weak. Because he brought his linebacker up on the outside of the end, I was able to just run up the middle. Doesn't matter if he's unblocked. He can't make a play on that, so it doesn't even matter. All right, this is where I do stupid stuff. So let's be smart here. Because he's definitely blitzing.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average.
All right, he's blitzing a lot.
Defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Running back's going to have to start staying in.
Him in the sticks here on 2nd down.
Need to change my blocking, too, immediately after this play.
Wants to go up top.
And he drops the ball. Because that could be part of the reason why he's just walking in every play. Not that one.
You got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot.
Because he's like legitimately walking in on some plays.
Play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there.
All right, I know who he's controlling, so I know it's open.
Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hilltoppers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Wow, and And that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He
I
knew where he
hate
wanted
going
to go
for it
with
on
it, but the
fourth down there
only way
because I'd
that ball
rather have
gets
the points, but
completed
the way this
is if he
game is
puts a
going, it
little
makes me
extra
feel like
buster
I
on it,
have to
and he
score
showed
here.
you the arm talent on the throw.
They want to throw it.
Let's
Touchdown,
go.
WKU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the
All
board.
right, defense, come on now.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the leads because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be
Come
perfect,
on,
but this is
defense.
something these two
Now
guys
we
have been
just
running
got a
just
touchdown. We
over
converted a
and over
fourth
and over,
down.
and it's paying dividends now for
Now
them.
momentum needs to shift over towards us. We're at home. Let's get a feel of what it's like. Come on.
And a
They know
good
he had
chance
two
at a
drop
return.
passes, a
Here they'll
big one,
start
but he
this
converted
drive
on
at their
fourth
own
down right after
25.
the other one. Go, boys.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this with David kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply
He's
got to
forcing me to be creative in how I blitz. I don't
Didn't
like
get
to
much
blitz a
on first
ton,
down. It's 2nd
but
and
he's
9.
forcing me to.
On the ground, it's Cook. Jukes his way for more. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Gonna take a shot.
There we go.
And that
Get
one's
your hands
incomplete.
up.
They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
All right, should get good field position at about the 40 if
Makes a
I
nice
don't
grab
get
at the
anything
25.
positive.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard
Come
line.
on, offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Bring the blitzer all the way up to the line of scrimmage.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't
All right,
control
David,
the
your
line of
favorite
scrimmage.
play.
And how about the
Because I know
defensive
you
line
love it so
doing a
much.
great job attacking those
Just
guys
for
up
you,
front, not open up lanes to run through.
Burrows.
Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down.
Actually, second thought.
Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in
Because it
some
also
short
tells
passes,
you if
some
they're in
vertical
man as
throws.
well.
That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able
All
to
right.
run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
It's
And I feel
time.
like this guy, too,
Run
is
the
just an
ball.
explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys
13
there.
should be
That's your
picked up
best
by the
chance to
center.
not have broken
Just
tackles.
follow your guard. Actually, follow the tackle.
They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line
Huh,
They
I know,
couldn't
right?
get him stopped.
You should have saw my first offensive play, famous. I threw a drag route, runs by a guy, and my tight end literally blocked me out of bounds.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the
Straight up
first
turned
quarter.
around,
Just
ran
about
into
ready to
me,
go in the fourth,
and
and we'll
pushed me
see
out
if
of
any
bounds.
drama can be mustered.
Can't make this stuff up. It just makes you smile, and you're just like, it is what it is.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Toppers! And the stomping has commenced.
Power motion with the dive.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit
And
of
no
skill to
stiff
find that
arm,
hole.
nothing there. Just try
Slipped
to run
through a
through the
little crack.
tackle.
That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't
Look at
have
my
vision.
mascot
His
getting his
block
dance on
was
back there.
outstanding.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
Oh, famous.
Give
We
it
just
up
end
for
up
their
watching a
second down
really
carry as
interesting game. I
those
think it went to triple
ambitions after
overtime.
that last drive.
Penn State against Rutgers. And I only caught the second half. I counted 4 plays where
He'll bring it out. It's Glover.
The Penn State coach
Didn't find any
jumped her
crease in
out
that
and
kickoff.
couldn't get his
And he'll
hands
be
up. Like
stopped at the
literally, the
17.
ball is right to him because of how well he read it, and he couldn't put up his hands. All of them resulted in completions. Then in second overtime, there was a play where he dropped his defensive
Jacksonville State
tackle into
has it back, and
coverage.
the Gamecocks will
The
begin.
defensive tackle
Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going.
uh-oh.
The short hands, it's Cook. There he goes.
The defensive
And he's
tackle
brought down
dropped
after
back
a
in
nice
his
gain.
5 yards as he should have,
I know a lot of people
and
don't
then
like
put his
prevent
hand on
yourself
the
from winning,
his
but when
hands
I'm
in the
up by
dirt.
3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a
Didn't
single
even
big
try to
play. I'm
attempt to
letting
do
you check it
anything.
down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock
And it
is
happened
running out.
again.
And that incomplete pass
Ugh.
caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this
Put your
offense because
hands
they've
up.
struggled to pass the football down the field to make
Good
these
Lord,
explosive
man.
plays. And now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. All the way out across the
It's
45-yard
match
line.
coverage. So
He'll
I'm in
drop
cover
out at
4,
the
but match
46.
means in general
The
they pick
offense
up
has
the guy that
struggled. They're
runs
not going
right
to
at
win
him.
this game, but trust me, this
In
coaching staff
general.
is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Just a quick,
Like, I don't
clean
want him to
throw
get a
there
big
and
play, so
really
I'm going to
good
play
use of the
soft or
tight end.
man.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open
Drop
opportunities to get
interception.
some positive chunks.
Man, but they let me switch,
And it's
though.
just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Good tackle.
That
We
just
blitz
never
for the
had a
run.
chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection.
I
And
got
the
lucky
defense gets a
because I ended
first
up
down.
bumping him off his route.
With the aggressiveness of
Not
offenses
my
today,
intent,
taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole.
but
And this
bumping him
defense is
off the
going to have to
route
come through in the
ultimately
clutch
ended
right
up
here
slowing
because
him down
you're
just
trailing.
enough.
They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's at the 20.
Another broken tackle.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender?
Because you almost guarantee if a running back's in the open field, they're going to break a tackle. It's just if you can get through the line of scrimmage clean. All right. So we'll move to 8-3. I'll say 8-2, 8-3.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover.
Which is Western Kentucky's second best season in NDL history. I play Wobbles on Friday. I'll know what time tomorrow afternoon. So if I'm able to win that game, then we'll have the best season in Western Kentucky history.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go
All right, he
outside.
put on
He can
shoe
really
clock.
do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed near the stick.
No, I'm not talking about a championship. The best season in Western Kentucky history is 8-4. If we win my last game, I'm 9-3. So we'll have more wins than anyone's had with this team ever. I don't care about the conference championship.
4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. They will score. Touchdown.
So I went to pick the ball off. The receiver caught it, broke a tackle immediately as he's catching the ball, and scores a touchdown on that play. I want to see the replay. Oh, we'll have to wait till after the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Broken tackles are just, they're just so something, man.
The point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13.
Like, we're both going to make a play on the ball. But if you look at it, he catches it. No, I don't think an animation got triggered. I think I went to touch the ball and he didn't. So I think he just ran through. Interesting.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
I thought he made a play. Guess he didn't. Like the ball.
Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
We'll see if he calls a timeout here. Because he can.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.
So if he does, then, you know, he'll get the ball back. If not, then we just run out the clock. But I'm 100% not going to try to get a first down or get a touchdown. There's some people in this situation that 100% would try to score again because, hey, I'm not out of, you know, I'm not up by 35, so I still have wiggle room. I hate that. GG's though.
Winning goes.
Gotta turn that off because you know how YouTube and Twitch are about that. I'm really curious what happened on that play, so I want to start there. Well, first let me get the stats in case something happens. So it took us till the end of the season, but we finally were able to get the ground game going, a 200-yard game. Had a couple of good games down the stretch. I think 3 of my last 4, I had a 100-yard rusher. Did not convert a third down all game. 1 for 4 on 4th downs for Jacksonville State. And I think the first 4th down he converted led to a field goal, so it didn't even hurt me as much as it could have. This is painful because this definitely could have been skewed more towards our favor. But we found enough other ways to make stuff happen. The 4th down stops against the run plays were huge. I think one of them was a quarterback sneak, one of them was a RPO, and one of them was an inside zone. And I can't remember what he converted on. I'm 13 of 20. One of, probably statistically, is one of his worst games in terms of yardage, but at the end of the day, you know, I'll always take the win over anything else. Most important stat. 4 broken tackles. His long touchdown run had one. Yeah, Parrish finally started running the ball well at the end. Go figure. Henry with the TD reception on the slant. 3 drops at home. That's a ouch. But he had some drops too. So it's not like it was the last game against Middle Tennessee because he didn't drop a single pass. We had a couple. None of them were on 3rd down, but obviously you would like to catch some of those passes to make it a shorter distance. Or we had a hard time holding onto the ball in the last game. This one too. A lot of tackles for loss like that. No sacks. But I changed my front a little bit, so even on some of the plays, but it seemed like early on in some of the shotgun plays, he would hike it, and then he would start to slide to the right, and then full on roll out. I just start blitzing from that side for the rest of the game. Kind of held him in place because there's someone already over there, so it forced the ball to come out a little bit quicker. A lot of passes deflected. That's a lot. That's 9. And the pick was a user pick, so that at least makes me feel good. We didn't miss a field goal in this game, so that's good too. Didn't pick one. I could have on that 4th down, but I felt like the way the game was going, it was better to go for it than just to try to go up 2 touchdowns there and see if that would be enough. Quarterback 19 of 36. He had that one big cutback run for 22 yards, 19 for 81, 5 broken tackles. He had one where he balled one I think was wide open because it was match coverage. And it was a secondary route, so no one was going to pick him up. But you see 4 drops, so both teams not holding on to the ball. And that pick hurt me because I think all of these were breakups. I don't think they were actual like knockdowns. I'd have to look. Actually, yeah, because I think a defensive lineman batted down a check down. I had two incompletions at the first half at the end. I don't remember what they were on, but I know one of them was a check down that someone jumped up and got a hand up on to knock it down. Anyway, let's do my favorite thing because you know I love looking at replays. Fourth down and 6. The first fourth down attempt. Hash kick. Instead, he runs the ball. Hit stick. Enough to hold him up. We'll take that. This is the one I was talking about. It looked like my tight end pushed me out. So just a simple drag route. Burrow's coming in motion. I have a lot of plays off that motion too, so that's not the only thing I have. But you can see he's controlling that linebacker going across. So I just throw the other way because it's a linebacker against Burrows. Little wiggle there. He dives, but my tight end. Gotta love that. He goes diving. Tight end keeps running and legitimately just nudges my guy. And because of that, he steps out of bounds. So he wouldn't have scored. Like, dude just like full on ran and just bumped me out. Oh, he wouldn't have scored there, but he would have got more yards for sure. He's the fastest guy on the field. There's no one on Jacksonville State can match his speed. So if he would have got more, we punt the ball, drop pass, but that's because he got someone was right there. By interception. So look at 5, the corner out. I could have checked it down. The one guy I wanted to throw to was right here, square. But I was worried that he would jump back. So I throw the angle route, or the corner route. There's a ton of space. Lots of space. And I try to throw it under since he's underneath. But I go to catch the ball. When I go to catch the ball, he keeps running and stops, but he doesn't try to catch. I'm trying to catch it. It ends up being an incompletion for me, but an interception for him. I got to stop throwing that because I think when I did that against Navy, the same thing was happening. I couldn't get my guy to trigger a catch animation or catch attempt. So I just got to stop doing that. His second fourth down attempt. QB sneak. Good job by the defense. Touchdown run. I think this is the one where I put the guy in motion, right? Yep. Because I wanted to call a timeout on this play, but I was looking at two guys here. So you see 5, which is Mac. He's running across. He motions from right to left. It's a motion halfback zone. I'm looking at the safety here. I'm looking at this linebacker. If either one of them move, I call timeout. They don't. We run the play. And you can pause it there. You know who he's controlling because you can see him coming back. The linebacker on the other side, that's straight ahead, is drifting back. And he just over pursues. And then we just keep running to the left. I see the receivers are out there blocking. So that's why I just cut back. Basically, even though they're blocking someone, they're functioning as a secondary blocker. It looked like he went for a user strip there, but you just run around the blocks. What's up, Seahawks? It's 3rd and 12. I think it was a wheel route with the receiver on the right. Yep, double wheel. He's running across 5 or 6. That's a tough one because he was behind on the play initially because he's coming across because it's man. And then he outran the receiver. So the receiver stops to turn and make a play on the ball, but he just keeps running and just waves backwards. Like he converted that 4th down. So all the 4th downs he ran on. That's really interesting. I didn't even notice that. What was this? I don't remember this play. Well, there was I didn't see that guy. The defensive end got through. I remember because that guy, the corner route up at the top is wide open. Oh, there was pressure on that one. But look at that. 3 guys all run basically and sit there. And I only had 1 guy out there. This guy is running all the way to the back of the end zone and covering no one. We love our safety play on this game. Then this was the big 3rd down play. It looked like a read option. It wasn't an RPO, right? Nope. It looked like a read option. I don't know what it was. I just know that it wasn't blocked well. Hold for the field goal. We get called for false start. I throw the RPO anyway because we got the exact same look. Then the inside zone. I know he was playing the pass because he did that a lot. And shotgun formations. And the center did a great job here. So he basically blocks out the linebacker and then he continues upfield. And that makes it a little easier to get around 31, but pursuit angle still kind of eh. I just took a couple extra seconds. This was the user pick. I usually hate doing it on the D ball because I'm always scared that they're not going to put their hands up. Hence the tackle. Couldn't do anything though. The sack basically took me out of trying something maybe a little crazy. What did I call here? R1's open too. But I couldn't even get the ball off. It's the vertical shape. Once he blitzed, I should have threw the 5 right away. That one's on me. That ball has to come out faster. The blocking scheme didn't help though, but that's on me because I didn't change my blocking scheme until later in the game. If I had changed it, I think that they end up holding up here. Nope. Because I was looking deep when I should have been looking short. As soon as that linebacker came, the ball has to come out. But also his route makes it tough because he steps outside right there, number 5. So if I throw it when he does that, he might actually throw it to the DB. Don't even know who that is, so that's probably your answer right there. Honestly, I have no idea who that is. That one was on me. Look at this sack. It's the most I've been sacked in a while. Stunt. But I was looking at R1. That's who I was looking at on the play, but I couldn't get the ball off. Because as that safety fades towards the middle, all I have to do is get that in. But stunt right here. And look at 63. Like, he reads it. He makes no attempt to block it whatsoever. Zero attempt. He single-handedly blew up this play. My initial read was triangle, and he was open, but couldn't even get the ball off because the guy reads the stunt and doesn't block it. He just walked right in immediately. And that's why I tried to step back, but it didn't even matter. Like, it's this play blown up. There's nothing I can do. Hmm. Good for him. Hope he has good luck over there. All right, 36-yard run. Let's see. This play, he helped set up because he was controlling him and he walked him all the way up to the line of scrimmage. So it's a zone read. The tackle is immediately going to jump out, which takes him out the play. And then I just run between the center and guard. And because the linebacker right here shoots through, I just get to walk upfield. Good block by 5. And then just run in a straight line. Nothing too crazy there. This play was easier play because I came out, I ran stick. I probably run it maybe 4 or 5 times all season. No, the way that he was playing defense, I figured I would come out in 5 wide and just straight up pass. Read number 1, stick route, throw to curl. Read number 2, slant over here. Read number 3, probably 12 on the right side because he runs an out route. If it's soft zone, him running upfield may open up that out to Burrows. But read number 1. So pause here. He's controlling the linebacker. He runs right across. The safety doesn't step down. That means the slant is open. Doesn't matter. The slant is guaranteed to be open because the fact that he ran across means it's either man or zone. So then it's just figuring out which one it is. I look to the left. There's a blitz. Wide open. Triangle is the easier throw. Square is a more reliable target, but triangle is the easier throw. I mean, kind of the same thing here is basically if he's blitzing, because it was a slant and a stick, but a different formation. So the read is 1 for me in this formation. It's the slant, and then second is 15 coming underneath. 15 was open. But I see this guy blitzing here, so that means there's no safety. So it's 1-on-1. And because he's playing off, unless he jumps inside, guaranteed touchdown. Don't get those very often. I think this was the one where I ran. It's a power motion, but it's a run to the right. So you have 63 jumping across, 85 blocking out, but it's actually just a regular, I guess just a zone or dive. Because the hope is whoever he uses follows the motion. But the linebacker, he wasn't controlling them, but the linebacker did, so it didn't matter. So it's a touchdown run by Hart. Or he broke a tackle, a counter. Funny, I say counters never work, and we get a big play on a counter again. My lineman clearly not, or my tight end not helping me because he's actually slowed me down. But slowing me down might have helped because it allowed Henry to get upfield and block. Weird animation, or weird pursuit. This is where we talk about the pursuit. Look at the safety. That's without him controlling him. Look how he flattens out and he's like running in a direct line. instead of trying to angle me towards running upfield. But he switches to him. He goes for a strip. And I was just trying to run him over with the truck stick. And then the last play, I think, should be a touchdown pass so I can see what happened here. I'll play action. I'm in match, which is why it's one-on-one. And then I try to switch. Whatever. I don't even know how to describe that. So I went for the ball. He caught the ball, but I also try to catch the ball. The ball is like right there for both of us to touch. The receiver catches it and runs over the corner in the same animation. Like, what are you supposed to do about that? This is why a lot of people don't like to do that. That's why they want to play the ball because they're scared of stuff like that happening. Appreciate the follow, CG. It makes me think I don't have it on my computer right now. I think it's on my hard drive, my external. But when I played Penguin last season, he jumped, he threw a high point deep ball, one-on-one coverage. I play the ball, he jumps, he catches the ball in the air. My corner jumps with him, and then it triggered a stiff arm animation where he catches it, and then like as they're both coming down, he stiff arms me in the air, and my corner comes down to the ground and backs up. His receiver comes down, full stop, and then just gets to run straight up for a touchdown. Like I've never seen anything like that. Like, huh? Like, so we're just gonna break a tackle in the middle of the air, but the defender is gonna fall backwards, like stumble back a step or two, and then the receiver does not have any penalty whatsoever. He's able to catch, hold on to the ball, and then immediately just run upfield from a midair collision. Like, yeah. I didn't even look at it. Let's look at it now. Yeah, no worries, CJ. Whoops, wrong controller. Gotta switch back. Feel like you're gonna piss me off with this. Bro, what is this? What? I would have turned off the game. I'd be like, Niddler, just suspend me, make me forfeit my games. That is unreal. I would have been so damn mad. I need to see that again. I need to see that again. I'm actually legitimately mad watching that. So he breaks that tackle. Okay, juke inside for the block. Slips here. Won't let me do what I'm trying to do here. That pops up. We don't even have to talk about the angled at 97, so because he pretty much just screws you over. So, okay, he breaks his tackle. That doesn't do anything. 97 literally stumbles backwards. I have no words. I have no words. All right. I'm gonna because my so when I stream an NDL game, we have to live stream it and we link it to the website. So I need to end my stream so that I can disconnect my stream from the website because um I don't want to be live playing something else. Like I'm not trying to use the NDL to, you know, when I'm doing my normal streams, I'm not trying to use the NDL to boost my own count, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but you know what I mean. So I'm gonna disconnect and I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. When I pop back on, I'm gonna play baseball. I'm gonna play 2 games and call it a night because I have to go to work tonight. Yes, gain followers and viewership because obviously you guys know ad revenue is a thing. So I'm not trying to use the website to help any of that. It's only used when I play NDL games, period. So let me disconnect. I'm gonna call my dad. He's probably expecting me to call because I call him at the end of every game. And then I'm gonna be back on in 10 minutes and I'll be ready to play baseball and then go to work. I'm curious how it's gonna be. It's gonna snow. I don't know when it's supposed to start, but it's supposed to snow tomorrow and Friday. And it starts at looks like at 7-ish a.m. So it'll be snowing when I get off work. So I actually have to wear jeans because late I've been wearing shorts. It's hot as hell in that warehouse. I'll be back in 10. So thanks for watching. Thanks for whether it's on the purple or the red. Appreciate it. Wobbles Friday. Our season will be over after that. Obviously, I'm hoping to go 9-3. I'll explain why 9-3 is important if we get there at the end of that game. But we'll just have to get to that game and see. But I'll be back on in 10. Let me get baseball loaded up.